The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, written by Robin Sharma. Robin Sharma is a globally respected humanitarian. His bestsellers, such as The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, The Greatness Guide, and The Leader Who Had No Title, are published in over 92 languages. The novel is an inspiring story of a fictional lawyer, Julian Mantle, who sold his mansion and Ferrari to study the 7 virtues of the sages of Savannah and explore the real meaning of life in the Himalayan mountains. Julian Mantle is the protagonist of this story. The story is narrated by John, it's another main character, who used to work with Julian Mantle, and the story begins in the same courtroom where Julian and John both had won the mother of all murder trials. Julian collapsed with a sudden heart attack in the middle of the courtroom. Everyone, including the judge, looked panicked to the great Julian, lying unconscious. The narrator recollects how they have met first and became the best friends. According to him, Julian Mantle was a fearless trial attorney and the rainmaker of the firm. He belonged to a full-fledged family, as his grandfather had been a prominent senator and his father a highly respected judge of the federal court. He was a tough, hard-driving and willing to work 18-hour days for the success, the star on the front pages of the newspapers. Julian selected John over all other interns as his gopher or helper for his case, which became known as the mother of all murder trials, and they won the case. John had learned all techniques of theatrics from Julian. However, it wasn't easy to work with Julian. Sometimes it led for the intern in frustration, but Julian had a soft corner for his friends. And when he got to know about John's financial crisis as an intern, Julian arranged him a scholarship. But Julian was so much obsessed with his work as he couldn't make it to spend his holidays in the Cayman Islands for a month because of his hectic schedule. Julian's hunger for more prestige, more glory, and more money drove him to work tirelessly without any rest. Eventually, his marriage failed. He no longer spoke with his father. He seemed to be frustrated and discontented. He looked 70 at the age of 53 years. He gradually lost his focus in the courtroom where he would once excel. But at that moment, in the courtroom, John's beloved best friend was lying helplessly on the floor, and somehow he had to manage to help him.